Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of G.M.E Reviews. It's me, Project here. And today, I kind of just wanted to have an episode about my thoughts and anticipation for Red Dead 2. And yeah, I'm excited. I think, I was thinking about what a game like this actually means when it comes out. I remember playing GT San Andreas, right? And I remember when it came out, I was, super young, probably I in no way should have been playing that game, but I got my hands on it somehow. But yeah, and I remember just having so much fun. But one of the reasons why it was so much fun was the amount of stuff that you could do, right? That game changed the way we saw games, or at least for me, it changed the way I saw a game. I remember being able to go to the gym. I remember being able to learn karate. I remember being able to eat and get fat. I remember all that stuff and just feeling like, this game was just so immersive. And, with a game like Red Dead, first off, like the Red Dead Redemption, the first one, I remember the connection that I had with Marston. I remember the connection that I had with his family. I remember seeking out the story to learn about him. It was an interesting way to play a game where it's like you start off with this character, you don't know who they are, right? And over time you find out he has a family by talking to, I forgot her name, but like the lady at the ranch. When you first kind of get there, you find out that Marston has a wife. You find out that like he has a son. You find out he's looking for people, all this stuff, right? And like after replaying it, because I just replayed it a few months ago, I was like really still impressed at the fidelity of the game, despite its age. That's what makes a good game. That's what makes a good film, right? It's when it's timeless. And yeah, it was great. And then with this new Red Dead 2, I'm just so curious to see what it has to offer. I was listening to Game Informer, or I think it was Game Informer, or somebody was reviewing the game, and they were talking about like the detail of like the cheese, right? Or they were talking about like the detail of what a shop looks like. As soon as you just walk in, you're just like, whoa, like you just stay in that one shop forever. Like I was like that is intense to me, and that is like what made me want to make this kind of discussion, talk about this and my anticipations, because it's games like this that push the boundaries of what gaming is. I think that gaming, to some degree, at least games like this, they are attempting to reflect life, right? And it's like when you walk into a shop, I mean, obviously, when you walk into a store, you're like, oh, kind of whatever. I'm in a store. I'm just going to go on the side and whatever. But the idea that like you could stay in there and see different products and all this stuff and like really be immersed in there for a long time, that's a reality. And the fact that like to hear that in a game, to hear that like the level of detail, the amount of stuff that you can do, the way that people will interact with you, based off of the way you look, based off of how you treat people, just the extensive story. It's like that. It just seems like they're trying to push the boundaries of what we perceive, a game as. Already just the footage is beautiful. I mean, I'm sure we can all agree on that. Like the footage is magnificent. I'm definitely curious. They mentioned something about having like more cinematic cameras. I'm sure you guys know, playing like GTA games and stuff, you could change the cinematic, like the camera. You could change the way, like if you're viewing up top, whatever, police stage, you're like, oh, I want to make it more cinematic. You could change the camera. And so like I'm curious to see how that looks, because I heard that there's something like that in here. And like also, one of the annoyances I think about games now that are like set in like times like this where you are riding a horse is like how you're riding the horse, right, and moving the camera, right? And it's like, because there's been plenty of times, I know I do this, like I'm playing a game and like I want to rotate the camera to see someone's face as they're talking to the other guy on the horse or person on the horse or whatever. And so I'm just curious like how the dynamic with the horse riding is going to end up being with the cinematic camera. And yeah, I'm curious to learn about the main character, like, and just seeing Marston in there and like seeing how his, like what he even looks like, because I don't know, just seeing that John Marston, he kind of grimy, you know. It's like, whoa, like this is, yes, truly him in his like bandit days. So I'm just curious to see how he's looked upon with his other, like, you know, the members of the gang that they're in, you know, because at the same time, it's like you think about it like this, right? Like Marston, I could see, I don't think that they're gonna, I mean, maybe they'll play into this, but like I was trying to like think like about it from a member of the other side. It's like Marston's over here hunting all these people when he rode with them himself. You know, I don't know why. I just like kind of, and even though they speak of it in the first game, like, yeah, it's like that's pretty much the main theme. It's like, you know, he's just a story of redemption, right? But he can't escape the negative things in which he's done. So I'm just curious to see like if that is also seen in this game, right? In Red Dead 2. It's like, is he going to be seen as like a snake almost, you know, like somebody that just kind of like leaves the gang and just like, you know, not in the best terms. So that's something that's got me kind of curious. But yeah, you know, I'm just I'm excited for Red Dead 2. I think games like this come every so often. We anticipate Rockstar Games, and I think that Rockstar does this thing that I don't know the luck, you know. Rockstar has established itself, so it's like, of course, like they, you know, they're able to kind of say, oh wait, let's push the game back. Oh yeah, this should not be released yet, we are not done yet. Like I'm glad that they feel comfortable releasing at this time, because if they feel comfortable releasing at this time, that means we're probably getting the best product that they can, you know, they can put out. You know, the fact that they've been pushing this game back means that it's worth it. Easy for, you know, someone like me to say, oh yeah, like a lot of developers should, you know, take that to do the same thing. But, you know, one thing that we know, I think that, you know, getting older and experiencing life, is that everybody has a boss, right? So it's like, even if, you know, a game developer or company wants to hold off on releasing stuff, doesn't mean that they, you know, their producers and executive producers are going to allow that, you know, like the major, you know, members of whole stakeholders or whatever, you know, are going to allow that. But I'm glad that a company like Rockstar can do that and produce fine and good quality work. So, you know, I'm extremely excited for Red Dead. I think that this game definitely is going to provide something different and provide something that will cause future games to step their games up, you know, step their kind of content up, and overall just create well-rounded, solid games. You know, lastly, what I'll say about Red Dead is that every good game for me has, you know, it's like these moments, right, where you realize you're not doing anything, but you're just marveling at either the beauty of a situation, the chaos that's around you, whatever. But it's just these moments where you literally almost just stop, shock and awe. It's amazing when a game can produce that, right? It's amazing when you can actually just sit and just watch, when you're content with just sitting. That is what it seems Red Dead is going to provide. I think it's going to provide something that we will be able to marvel at. And yeah, I'm just really excited to experience that. I'm excited to experience this multi-layered level of art, you know, this level of creation, you know, and like this world that they have built for us to experience. And, you know, the stories behind it, the characters behind it. And yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. You know, I'm sure I'll make some kind of review on it afterwards. But thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for tuning in to another episode of G.M.E. Reviews. If you'd like to support us, please hit that like and, you know, click the links in the bio. Still developing, still growing, but, you know, just having fun along the way. Any and, you know, all support, it would definitely be appreciated. Thank you guys so much again. And yeah, enjoy your days. All right, take care.
How's that score you stole off us?
Which one?